It's PayrollBADIes. We keeping it hype, doing payroll.
Welcome back to the PayrollBADIes podcast. We're so excited to be here. For our first-time listeners, again, we're gonna put a link down in our description so you can hear what we're all about. But just a high level, we're here to talk about anything HR, tech, payroll, especially payroll, but everything with that SAP bias. And again, if you don't like that we're biased, also there's a message for you in the link below so you can know what you can do with yourself. So again, very excited to be back, excited to see all of you all here, and excited to have a good conversation. So where do we want to start today? Anybody have any ideas?
Let's talk about our baddie daddy.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at how he's dressed. He looks like he's a DJ.
Man. Well, first of all, I'm loving all the red, everybody. Everyone's looking great in red.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Santa baby down here. I think let's touch on baddie daddy. One of my favorite things is that our group often gets these daily little voice recordings. My grandma sends them to me too. So cute. But she's 91. But Todd also sends us these little love recordings. So I was hoping maybe Todd, baddie daddy, you could hit us with one live for the audience today.
Ooh, on the spot. All right.
Can you pull the phone up and show us?
Can we pause?
Yes,
Sunny's
my
not
glasses off for
here.
this one.
Sunny's not here.
I think I sent one late last night, didn't I? Yeah, you guys got one late last night. But let me tell you, I had a meeting with, I just flew in on the baddie daddy sleigh and into the airport after meeting with some customers. Awesome time in Toronto, partners and customers. And, you know, every time I share the vision of our community lifting up payroll people and those that are passionate about payroll, I get people coming up to me later saying, "Oh, I've got a great story for you." And like I try to share those stories with the rest of my crew here. But I tell you what, somebody laid one on me the other day. I haven't talked to the person, so I can't drop their name yet, maybe in another episode. But somebody told me a story about their partner in crime in the company from a payroll perspective. And basically, I'll give you the short version, but I will also tell you that this gal started tearing up when she was telling me. So then I started tearing up. It was a little bit of a mess by the end, but it was a great story just about how payroll people go above and beyond. This gal had never told her story, but her peer was telling it, and it was an amazing story. But long story short, the Nacha file didn't run. It was a Friday night, 2 weeks before Christmas, and this is up in the upper Midwest. And she figured out how to run the payroll for this factory up in Thief River Falls. Very cold, very white, like snow everywhere up to here, and everybody was getting ready for Christmas parties, and their direct deposit didn't come in, holiday shopping. So she ran a printed payroll run and drove it 4 hours on a Friday afternoon to make sure everybody got paid and keep Christmas alive. And I literally, when she's telling this story, is a lot longer, but I tell you what, we both started tearing up. This is the kind of dedication of the people that are in our community that take care of everybody else in the company every single day to make it. I'm getting a little bit jacked up again. Listen, these are the people we're celebrating. So, I mean, that's a payroll daddy story. A true story happened where it happened a couple of years ago, but heard about it yesterday. So that's all it counts. But anyway, I'll turn it back to you guys. That's today's installment for Friday night.
I love that. That's a beautiful story. I think next time though, I want you to hold the phone up like this when you're telling your stories, because that's how I envision you when we get these voicemails.
Yep. I don't like to type long stories, so I like the voice recording like your grandma.
And I can't stress the amount, how much we love it. We love, when we see that message, we see that we can press play and we hear baddie daddy's voice. Oh, it's just it's comforting.
It's like the highlight. It's like the highlight of the night, like after you put the kids to sleep.
Exactly.
I can't wait for this. You got to be careful. The words sometimes aren't appropriate, so I can't play it in front of my kids. Yeah. Right? So I have to wait till I put them to sleep, but always a nice treat afterwards.
You got to be with caution there.
For sure. You guys know how talk about payroll on a daily basis in front of audiences and stuff. And so I just get so jacked up all day long. I think yesterday, I equated SAP payroll to a battleship and Workday payroll to like a little rowboat. So like, and part of a big audience, but he was like battleship, and like that stuff gets me jacked up, and it was just extemporaneous. But we shepherd those people that are driving that battleship, and so it's such a cool thing for us. We're lucky to be part of the community, the Baddie Daddy community.
Well, shout out to that individual that shared that story with you. That is a true baddie right there, payroll baddie.
For sure.
So,
Sure.
Did you hook him up with some payroll baddie bling there?
Yeah.
Baddie daddy?
I've got their address, but I gave one to the peer that told me about it, and they got the OG necklace because that's the only one I had on me. But at least I wore my necklace there, Jess. It's okay, nothing.
Yeah. Come on, Jesse. Deal with it.
Throwing some shade. I do apologize to some of my SAP friends. I had a great event this week in Dallas, so I need to drop ship some true payroll baddie merch to my friends across North America. So I definitely failed. So thank you for throwing that out. Appreciate you, Todd.
All right. I got your back.
Does your hair droop? Do you worry if your hair does not have the right volume? Well, no need to worry anymore. Use Baddie's Hair Volumizer. It gives you the right bounce to make you look like a baddie. Don't believe us? Just look at pictures of our own baddie, Sunny. With hair like that, you will be selling payroll deals in no time.
All right. We took a quick commercial break because if you haven't noticed, our friend Sunny stepped away. Sunny, your hair's looking pretty good. Were you stepping away to make sure every piece of hair is on point for this? It's what, 25-minute podcast? You couldn't just get by?
Jesse, are you serious? Like, you know how important this thing is on top of my head. So I had to take a little bit of, break, but, it sounds like you're trying to start some beef with me. Is that what's happening?
No, just saying, you couldn't be here. Todd was sharing some love, and you couldn't be on camera for that.
I apologize, Todd. I got mad love for Todd for sure, but Jesse, it sounds like we might be kind of getting into some of the beefing side of the house. But let me ask you this, Jesse. Like, you're already starting some beef with me, but I heard you have some beef with Natalie from SAP. Tell me a little bit more about that. What's going on with that?
Right on that recording.
Oh.
Wow.
This conversation right now.
I cannot believe you went there.
There's no beef. There's no beef. There's nothing. No, fake.
Well, okay.
Nothing but love. Natalie and I are tight.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, let's see about that.
Oh,
Welcome, Natalie.
oh shit! You brought her in. Oh my god,
Welcome.
Oh
Sonny.
my God.
Hi, Nat.
I just don't understand. It's like every time you have this call, I'm the last one to find out about it. Like, no one even told me that I was supposed to be here.
Oh my god.
I've been traveling. I was in Dallas. That's on Raj.
Without the chains.
But
Traveling
no,
without the chains.
But like, Jesse,
seriously,
you told
Jesse,
everyone else.
But since Sonny brought this up, can we just talk like what is with you and Natalie? Why are you trying to keep her from being a payroll baddie? This is not cool.
There's no beef, Natalie. Is there beef?
I mean, I think there's a little beef. Like I just said, it's like every time, I don't know. It's like I really helped you out at SuccessConnect. I was doing my ray gun dance moves, which were a huge hit at your party.
We gotta drop that one.
At your party. And it just feels like it's not a reciprocal relationship.
I feel you, Nat.
No.
Reciprocity, baby. Reciprocity.
Yeah. Well, what do you have? Rebuttal, Jesse. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah.
This nice person, nice Natalie, who has done nothing but nice things for you. Why do you try to keep her out?
No, we're going back in time, Natalie. We're going to go back like 8 years. All roads lead back to one person, and that's Raj.
What?
So I would say, yeah,
What?
I would say
I am not in this beef. Why are you bringing me in this beef?
you're an instigator. Raj is
You are
an
an instigator. Time.
See?
Sorry.
See?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I have to agree here.
I was
Gio,
Yeah.
what are you doing? What are you
Oh,
doing?
that's
No.
all right, man.
Calendar invite. Who is the organizer of our meetings? It's not me. It's probably Raj.
Jesse, you
Yeah,
make
but
solid
in the back,
points. No, you make some solid points, and I want to.
no.
You have to admit when you're wrong. And Jesse, it's not you. It isn't you.
Thank
It
you.
is Raj. Because
Whoa, what just happened
This just
here?
turned
How did I
around.
know?
What the hell?
How did I get blamed for all this? This is
Yeah, because
whatever.
she was on the floor with Natalie doing ray gun in front of the president of SuccessFactors.
yeah,
Right? We were no shame in our ray gun breakdance game. I don't know where you were, Raj, but yeah, instigating.
and I also just
Wow.
feel like in general, there's been like this thing with Raj where he just doesn't always include me, and I'm an OG payroll baddie.
Yes.
Yes, you.
I will say it right here, so there's no confusion. Yes, you are, Natalie. I don't know how this is getting
Show the chain.
turned into blame Raj when Jesse is the one who again, we all know how commanding Jesse can be, and so I'm just saying she's the one who coordinates all this. So I apologize if you think, it's
You
coming from
should.
me, but you are a payroll baddie, Natalie. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for being such a great representative of SAP and payroll out there. So thank you.
I think it's safe
That's
to say
coming
we
from
all love
me.
Natalie.
Yes.
We do. We love you, Natalie, and you are a payroll baddie. And I will make sure to check the invite closely to make sure Raj never not includes you again.
Thank you.
Jesse,
All
can you-
right. That's
why
enough.
don't you-
That's enough. That's enough picking on my boy Raj. Raj has always been inclusive. Let's give a heart for
Thank
Raj
you,
too. That's my
Imran.
boy.
Thank you, Imran. Thank you.
Anyway, let's switch
Jesse-
gears now. Let's switch gears. Right. Let's go to new news. Right. Let's
Oh,
talk
new
to SuccessFactors. Let's talk about some stuff that's going on from my standpoint. And I made a post on LinkedIn talking about this. But overall, SuccessFactors second half release just went into production, a couple of weeks ago. I posted this. It was just super smooth. Huge shout out to the product and engineering team. I mean, I think they give a window in which the release is happening, and they nailed it in like a fraction of that window. I think by Friday before midnight, it was already like, hey, we're back online and everything's upgraded, right? I know that's a very, very difficult thing to do. I worked at SAP for a long time, and you talk about having 10,000 plus clients, multi-tenancy, and to be able to do that is nothing short of impressive, right? So I'll give my shout out there. One other positive shout out, I want to give a shout out, especially to a fellow confidant, Brandon Toombs. He has an awesome YouTube channel. Everyone check that out. He talks about some really good functionalities, gets really deep into the weeds. So we'll post his functionality, his YouTube channel on the post as well. So shout out to Brandon. Yeah, that's it from my side. Gio, how about you?
Sorry to interrupt. I know I was just invited back. I can't know, but
What? After all this?
It's
Coming in and out.
really weird.
I think
Sales
Natalie's
pitch.
still a little burnt.
I have this on my
Well-
early enough.
Yeah.
We'll
Hang
blame
out with
Raj
us.
and Jesse both for this, but thank you, Natalie.
Yeah.
With my party words also this. I love payroll. Okay, bye.
Yay. We love you, Nat.
Bye. Seriously, we're not including her for the next one. So, oh shit, are we still
It
recording?
was you, Raj. It was you.
My bad.
Not nice, not nice, Raj.
Nice, Rod.
Anywho, 2H 2024. I think some of my favorite release items were the AI assisting skills validation and recruiting. It really helps
Back to skills, Gio, really? Right,
Right.
skills. Come on.
Seriously.
I gotta give shout out to other things too. I love payroll.
You
but
can't help people unless we have skills. We need to
Yeah.
have
Exactly.
skills.
This is
It's
not a
so
skills
good.
podcast, Gio. This
Not a
is
skills
payroll
podcast.
podcast.
We can't get folks into payroll without Employee Central. Come on, guys. Come on.
Thank you.
Anywho, recruiting is where it starts, and obviously, the AI assistant skills validation features really helps to optimize recruitment. So I'm really excited about that one. Another one of my favorites is the integration with digital signatures for document generation. That's really cool because how many times have we been asked, hey, can I get this document generated and also DocuSign? And it's like, we could download it and sign it online.
Is that
But
what
now-
you did on Pink
Oh
Street?
yeah,
right?
I had it
You
all
did that-
ready to
is that
go
what-
inside.
You had a sneak
for
preview?
sure.
Yeah.
That is true, but he
Yeah.
did. And then for all my HRIS folks out there, because we can't forget them, the role-based permission troubleshooting tool, because we all know RBP can get hairy, and looking at who's got what and what is contradicting is always a big overtaking. So that was also on my top 3. I could keep going, but I know that, this is a limited segment here. Want to add one more is obviously the time approval center, and being able to do mass time approval. That's huge. I will say, I want to just throw it out there. If we could have daily time approval versus weekly as an additional feature, maybe on the roadmap for some enhancements coming up in the near future. Just a little shout out, Todd. Hook me up. But aside from that, I mean, it really, I think I echo the same thing, Imran, with the release going smoothly, considering the number of clients on SF. So, for sure.
Awesome. Well, hey, look, I've got something I wanted to chat about, and I think you guys may have had a lot of interaction with these implementation design principle documents. Have you guys
We've contributed
I've
to
seen
them.
those, yep.
Right.
They're
Yeah,
awesome.
for sure. So we've had
we work on it.
a lot of change in that organization. Wolfgang Dietrich moving away, and our poor, departed Ben Cat, may he rest in peace. And those guys created some great content. And Gerard Reinhardt is taking over the helm, and they have a lot of really good content. So things about, the kind of data and the master data management that goes into EC that drives payroll. There's one on that topic. There's EC payroll integrations. There's EC payroll as a topic. And these design principles are really thorough documents that our customers can use. And they're in the customer community. We'll put a link in the show notes. That is a really great resource for those payroll baddies that want to get in and look at the detail and understand what's going on in the background without having to pick the phone, have a conversation, and try to find the right person. They can really get after some really detailed information around how to run their payroll with that operational excellence that they love. So it's just a shout out to the IDP, the IDP process, that content, in the customer community. Imran, you got.
For sure, yeah. Also, rest in peace, Venkat, man. That was my guy, man. Miss him every day. Think about him often. Was my boy, and he truly payroll baddie for life, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, another one I was looking at, and this is actually from SuccessConnect a little bit, and there's some really cool things coming here for my payroll people. I don't know if you haven't had a chance to check it out. Check out the legal change manager. So it's a tool that's been around. It's the regulatory changes and how you go and interact with that. I know this was announced at SuccessConnect, but so much stuff was announced that it might have got lost. But we'll include the link for it. But it's actually gotten Joule enhanced, so AI for that, which I just thought was awesome, because now you have a legal change that comes in. Now you can ask a question to a Joule. So you come in there and say, hey, what's the latest update for a 941 form? And it said, oh, here it is. And it'll point you directly to that note. So I just thought that was awesome. And I know from the roadmap that I saw Pepine and Bianca give at SuccessConnect that there's even more enhancements and things coming from there. So really exciting for future, and a really exciting present too, actually, just to kind of be able to interact with it in that way. Great use of AI as well.
That's awesome.
Love that.
I mean, I know we were talking about a lot of positive stuff, but I have something negative. I mean,
What?
kind of scary, actually.
You would.
You would.
Okay,
It would
see,
be
That's
you
all
would
right.
do
again,
it.
I feel like I
Mm.
was set up for this. I feel like this was all set up. I'm not trying to be negative here, but again, did you guys hear about the ransomware thing with the Starbucks?
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
hear about that?
Yeah.
Under.
That is some scary,
Blue Yonder,
scary
yeah.
shit. Again, I don't know if you guys remember. Well, let me just talk about what happened, right? So there's a product called Blue Yonder that is it's a POS system where they use to enter time, and they do different things for Starbucks, for many other bigger companies. And it got hacked. And because it got hacked, it was all down. And basically all these companies, and again, a big reminder how time is as important as payroll. It really is. Time feeds payroll, right? So I think Todd is giving me the thumbs up. He loves when I say things like that. So, again, the Starbucks and all these companies were kind of at a standstill in the sense of they had to go to backup plans of what do? I don't have time data. How do I get people paid? Do I use last payroll period's number. What do I do, right? So, and it kind of reminded me, which a couple of years ago, it happened to UKG, and honestly, it's like I can't help just feeling just scared, but I also feel, again, knock on wood, grateful for a company, like our SAP, all of our SAP, security people who are helping ensure that, everything that's happening on the SAP data centers and all the apps are, well taken care of. And I would really recommend for you guys, for all our listeners, to go to, and again, we'll drop the link in our description, but the SAP Trust Center, they have really good documentation on everything they're doing to ensure, all the work that goes into making sure we keep, they keep the software safe. But again, knock on wood, right? Because it can happen to anybody. It really can.
Nobody's safe from these scumbags, right? And our customers that have been impacted by these other vendors, they've risen to the occasion. I know it happened to, in the UKG one, to a couple of our customers from the time side. And like what they've done over and above to take care of their employees has been amazing. It's not their fault. It's they're a victim of everybody. So we're not throwing shade here at all, but this is just these scumbags that are out there. I wish I could get my hands on one.
And that, like, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But no, if you think about that one, that was like worst case situation. I know payroll year end, right? So that UKG one, I think, happened right in like December. So my heart goes out to all those payroll people that do it, and coming up with a plan. Like when that happens, you never expect it, and now you're talking about, okay, let me take this, and what do you do? What do you do when you have not just like a couple hundred people, but what about thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people? Because I heard a couple secondhand stories from that, and it's like, okay, well, we're right at the end of the year, and do we just copy the last payroll, like you said, Raj, right? And I know some people actually just kind of did that, but even that gets really messy and reconciling it. So a lot of payroll heroes from these really challenging times.
Isn't that the truth? And going back to even Todd's story from the beginning, and this is why we did this, right, guys? Is like we want to really shine the light on these payroll baddies out there who are like literally, like, think of this, like, they're again, I don't want to, they're superheroes. Let's just I'm going to say it. They're superheroes.
No excuses.
Like no excuse, right? They got to get it done. They somehow figure it out, right? And they get people paid because, that's somebody's paycheck. That's somebody who,
someone's
needs
livelihood,
that, from day to day.
That's their rent. That's their mortgage. That's their food on their
kids.
table.
That's the one thing that will get the company in the news if they mess up, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
as we see. Yep.
And like, it gives me chill. Like, I know Todd was getting pumped up, but it gives me chills just to think about what people do out there. And it is about time that they got their dues, right? The people out there got their dues. But again, back to this ransomware thing. Again, I just wanted to bring it up because I think it's important for us to shine a light on, there's scary shit happening out there.
Yep.
And we can all learn that, look, it can happen to anybody. So don't think for a minute you're safe. And then if it happens to somebody, you're like, you're like, oh, it can never happen to me. No, it can, right? Obviously, again, we're in good hands with a company like SAP who spends, has hundreds of people, thousands of people, and lots of money spending on just that. But, again, if for my side, I would really recommend all of our listeners, if you are in the payroll or time space, like, have a backup plan, right? Think through that. Think what would happen, right? If things like that, if this would happen to you.
Somebody that was impacted come on and talk about what they did, because we know we know baddies that have went through it, right?
That would be great.
Hit us up.
That would be really cool.
That's a new section, actually, guys. We're going to do that going forward. I talked about this. I draw a lot of inspiration when I'm throwing out ideas for the podcast. I'm a big sports fan. I got a lot of inspiration from these sports podcasts. And there's this one podcast that I love it. They always ask their listeners one question, and it's an NBA podcast. And they're I'm using their words, not mine. When you came into the NBA, who was the first person to bust your ass, right? So, and then it's just such an awesome story. So I think we got to mix in a section here for, tell me about your craziest baddie payroll story. I think that's a great new section. We're gonna keep that one in there. And we're gonna have to pull that one back out for sure.
Take out the new year. All right. Well, the other thing, so I mean, this was good, but onto some exciting things that I was thinking about, guys. Like, I'm still on SuccessConnect. Like, I don't think I'm over Lisbon just yet.
Still on Big Street.
SuccessConnect, Sonny. We didn't
Never let
get
Big Street.
you.
Yeah,
See this
that's another
again.
story.
She's beefing with you, Jesse. Why were you so mean to him? Jeez.
I love Sonny, but when he's always like, "Oh, at SuccessConnect," I'm like, "We did not see you at SuccessConnect."
He was busy
We saw
closing
you-
deals.
I
all
was
right?
selling deals, Jesse. What do you want me to say? But so that
Okay.
to that point, I'm already thinking about next SuccessConnect, and I don't know if you guys got a chance to look at it, but like October
Saw the
6th through
announcement,
9th,
yep.
Yeah.
2025. It's back in Vegas, baby. But like
Okay.
it's interesting because it's not just HR. They're gonna have all your other functions, all your corporate functions. You have finance, supply chain, everything. So it almost made me wonder, like what do you guys think they're doing with like the whole organization of it? Like, is it going to be focused on HR? Do you think there's going to be more like less emphasis? It sort of looks like, I think we were talking about it a little bit earlier, like kind of like the Sapphire all over again, right? So it's going to be interesting. I mean, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll start first, but then I'll throw it to someone else. But like I think it could go both ways, right? I'm not super excited about it. I love the feel of SuccessConnect, but maybe that's just change is always a little bit scary.
Yeah.
I love the focused nature of SuccessConnect, and you're right. I mean, I think it does somewhat have a Sapphire feel, although I don't think it'll be like Sapphire because Sapphire is far more IT oriented.
Yep.
There's a lot more IT people that come there, whereas SuccessConnect has always been about the payroll baddies, the business people, the people making it happen on the ground. So I hope we don't lose that. I don't think we will lose that. I think it will be a bigger event. It'll be different. So I don't know. That's my thought. Jesse, what do you think?
Yeah, no. I'm taking a positive approach to it. So I think they're going to call it SAP Connect. I have seen the new venue. Pretty excited about the space.
Ooh,
but
where
there's
is it?
also going to
Where
be.
is it?
You don't want me to try to pronounce it.
Fontainebleau.
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 Gino, give us that
Blue.
pronunciation. Come on, Gino.
Yeah.
Can you get
I,
that for
Yeah,
us?
yeah,
listen,
come on, Gio.
English is my second language, so don't even put me on the spot. I'm going to be like, do something, okay? That's
It's something
what it's
fondue.
Yeah, something fun.
fondue, for sure.
Fontainebleau. However, let's look at it like this too, especially for payroll. Part of this is also going to be, and I think this is new, a CFO Connect. And so, what
Finance. Yep.
we see
Oh,
more
yeah, I
and
saw
more,
that.
right? When you think about finance and you think about payroll, right? Where does payroll sit? So it's a lot of times
Yeah,
it's
sure.
50-50, right? And so I do think if you're trying to connect the dots, right,
Yeah.
between
True.
HR and
Good point.
finance and
I think
that making payroll more important, I'm actually kind of excited about what this could look like. If you're getting all of your
That's a good point.
HR team members and your finance team members into one venue, you're like, all right, now let's go hard,
CFO.
payroll battle.
Yeah.
CFO.
And
Yeah.
Marianne used to say this all the time, and it still rings true. There is no business transformation without people transformation. So we're a critical component in the overall transformation as a customer moves to the digital cloud. So I think that from that perspective and connecting the dots between all these use cases where people data is in use to run a business and to run it accurately and profitably and take care of your employees while you're also taking care of the business. I mean, what a great venue to have all those different business use cases at play.
I was 50-50 until I hear both Jesse, you, and Todd talk a little bit more about it. I think
A little exciting.
I think I'm more like I'm definitely excited. When I heard it, I was a little bit apprehensive, I think is the word, just because I think I felt like, again, like Imran, I just felt like like last SuccessConnect was so amazing. It was just so amazing, right? And I know the people who put it together. They're all going to be involved in the next one, and this is going to be bigger and better. So I just hope we still get that focus on HR and and payroll. But I think you're right, Jesse. It makes sense. It will be, right? How can it not? So again, I think everybody should be excited, and hopefully everybody is, all our listeners out there who are starting to plan. Definitely, I think it's going to be a great event, and I mean, maybe there's some live payroll baddie stuff that we'll be doing there too.
Ooh,
Who knows?
really? A community party? Live chain handout? What are we gonna do? That's
I
a
don't
good
know.
question.
I don't
Ooh,
know.
that sounds
I
fun.
think the payroll
I'm ready.
baddies need our own booth, right?
We might do that.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's getting expensive, Jesse. Let's let's,
Get some sponsorships
you
first,
know
man.
some
yeah, exactly.
Get some
Hey,
sponsorships.
SAP, if you're listening, sponsorship, we're ready for it.
Thanks,
so.
Todd.
Yeah, Todd, exactly.
Wait, we brought Natalie officially into the group, so we'll see what
we have
Natalie
two
comes up
SAP people now. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Awesome, guys. So the other thing, as we're talking about sponsorships, I mean, we definitely need sponsorships because we're doing a lot of giveaways this time. And I'm actually excited for our giveaway for this month. And so for all of you that entered your likes and comments and to all of our shout outs, all of our LinkedIn posts, one, thank you for all of your support. We love you guys. And in order for us to thank you, we decided to go in and just kind of do our little Santa hat giveaway. So I have my amazing, nice Santa hat.
Why is that?
Santa
Why is
hat?
that?
Oh,
I'm not that I'm like on the anti-sunny wagon today, but
Why
why are you not wearing the hat? Like,
do I really need to?
Why
answer
would
that,
he wear a
Jesse?
hat?
yeah. I mean, Jesse.
Why would he wear
This
that?
little thing
there's
is
a
gonna get.
hat. Oh, he pushed it down.
I
So
did,
you,
yeah.
you
it
can
go
do
out.
it.
It can, like,
Our
Yeah, we're
next.
going on your head just one time.
Well, I will after we select a winner after this. And then you guys
Okay.
can all see. So,
Hey, winner? Hey?
how many winners are we selecting?
Ooh, Raj, how many?
I think let's see. Let's keep going until I say stop. How about that?
All right. Done. Okay. So I have a lot of names that you guys can't probably see it inside, but let me start putting some names on. These are all random.
Make it all around.
All right. The first one, let me actually take these last. The first winner is Bryce Washam.
Woo! Way to go, Bryce.
Congrats,
Bryce
Bryce.
Washington.
So,
Well, after this,
what exactly is
we'll make
Bryce
sure we
winning,
note
guys?
down all the people.
oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was gonna say after this, we'll make sure we're noting down all the people, and we'll find a way to reach out to everybody. through
Perfect.
LinkedIn and stuff.
Well, what exactly is Bryce winning?
Oh,
There
gold
we
chain,
go. Gold
baby.
chain, baby.
Same.
There we
Gold
go.
chain.
gold chain.
I actually gave mine away already, so I gotta get a
You can't give
replacement.
them-
Sorry,
you gotta win
sorry.
the next
give
one.
it away.
My
Yeah.
buddy David down
Yeah,
from Deloitte.
exactly.
I had to give it to him. So
All right. Let me pick the next one.
To be fair,
Yeah.
me and Todd gave ours away in Atlanta on the spot. We took them off our neck and handed them out, So
We
This
got
is a
plenty
reason
more.
why.
We got plenty
Yeah.
more.
Okay. Sorry, Sonny. Sorry.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
all good. All right. So the next one we got is Ivy Martin.
Oh,
Congrats,
okay.
Ivy.
Congratulations, Miss Martin.
Yeah,
Should I keep going? We got more?
yeah.
All right.
Keep
let's
going.
Keep going.
Let's roll.
do it.
Next one we got.
Christmas team early.
And there you go. Merry Christmas, mother. Sorry. We're gonna control our swearing. Next one we got Anshuman Manori.
Woo!
Congrats,
All right.
Anshuman. All right. I'm gonna keep going until you guys tell me to stop.
No, I told you. I'm
right.
feeling generous, and we're Todd's paying for all this, so we're
There
good.
you go.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Thanks, Todd.
So,
All right. So
Thanks, Daddy. Daddy. Payroll Daddy.
oh,
the
God.
next one
Jeff.
we have Linda Lanham.
Woo!
Congratulations, Linda.
All right. All right.
All right, let me pull out one more. All right, the next one we have Lashida Husey or Hussey.
Okay.
Go Lashida.
Nice.
This feels like Santa's list. Like, are they naughty or
Exactly.
nice?
I know, right?
You're
It
nice.
must
Not
have been
nice. Keep going. Keep
Let's
going.
keep
Let's do
going.
like a couple more.
All
Let's
right.
do a couple more. Again.
Next up we have James McClellan.
Woo!
Okay.
Go James.
Okay. Okay.
Chain coming up. All right. Next one. Cindy Seaburn.
Woo!
Go Cindy.
Let's
No,
do
no,
one or two more.
Two
Let's
more?
do one or two more. Yeah.
All right.
This is enjoyable.
All right. The next one we got Chiara Bersano.
Woo!
There you go.
Hey.
And then are we doing more?
One more.
Let's do one more.
All right.
Keep going,
Or-
Sonny. This
No,
is fun.
We'll keep going. All right. Let me get one more. There's a bunch. And then all right. So
Where does he actually go?
wait. Okay. Next one we have. Did we already do Ivy?
Yes,
Yep.
we did.
Oh,
Did you
that
put
was
them
multiple drawings, I think.
Oh, there's
Some
multiple
people got
drawings.
multiple entries.
I think we're good then. I think we're good.
Okay.
I think let's call it good. That was
We
good.
have more. All right, we'll save the other ones for the next round. How about that?
Yes.
All right,
Sounds
sounds
Great
good.
good.
job, Sunny.
Sounds good. Well,
You really want me to put
congrats
the
to
hat
the
on?
winners.
Yeah.
Yes, do it.
Yes.
Oh. The hair's better. Personally,
Exactly.
the hair's
Hair's
better.
definitely
Let's be
better.
honest. Let's be honest.
There you go.
It looks nice. It looks nice, Sunny.
Thank you.
We
Thank you.
do
All right.
us weekly, Sunny. Put it back on, and we'll do who wore it best.
Oh, you have it
That's nice.
best hands
Who
down,
wore it
Jesse.
best?
There's no
I mean,
competition.
I know we love bantering, but Sonny, you want to close us out?
Yeah, let's do it, team. So, everyone listening, thank you so much for always, being loyal subscribers, listeners. If you haven't already done so, please like, subscribe, follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok. We've made a lot of momentum. We're creating amazing content thanks to this amazing team here. And thank you to all of the amazing listeners, right? So we can't wait to continue bringing you more content, more giveaways, exciting prizes, exciting content coming up in the next year. With that being said, I'll kind of turn it over to Raj for any closing remarks before we close it down.
No, we're good. Thanks,
All right.
everybody. This was fun. I just want to point out one thing, which is if everybody hasn't done it yet, it's on repeat at my house, is please
Check out the
go listen to the PayrollBADIes song, which came out about last week. So, again,
Yeah.
it's on repeat. My kids know all the words to it. Again, I also want to give you guys a little bit of sneak peek. There might be a music video coming out in the next month. So,
Ooh.
and if people want to be in the music video, maybe hit us up. Maybe put it in the message. Let's
Yes,
just see what we
do
can
it.
do.
Why
I
not?
know.
Drop
Below,
it. Drop it.
if you want to be in the
Exactly.
video. And
Yeah.
then
The
more
also
the
mark your
merrier.
calendar, right?
Yeah,
6th
yeah,
through
not-
the 9th of October.
Exactly. And not you, Natalie, because I hope you don't hear this. But, sorry.
Oh, she's gonna hear this.
Sorry.
Um,
Sorry. Yeah.
You are so on her list now. See,
All right,
Natalie,
guys.
this whole time you now know who the culprit was.
Right,
All right, guys.
I'll edit that.
You-
I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Everything was instigating,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
again, thank you, everybody. This
Thank
was
you
so
so
much
much.
fun. It always is. PayrollBADIes out.
Appreciate it. Bye.
peace.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
We're classy, no charades. Payroll baddies, rated fire, get paid. Payroll baddies, rated fire, get paid. Yo.